tell a time you collaborated a partner, so and so to build a solution. Okay. So for this question, Brendan, how I'll start is right. So Brendan, you asked a question, right? To tell about a time I collaborated or partnered across the organization. So for this, right, the first thing comes into my mind is, so I'll talk about a time I established a strategic partnership with my business partners, enterprise, and also external US and Canadian agencies for modernizing one of the critical ground international systems. To set the context, the ground international business area moves the packages between USA and Canada, and it was a high profit margin business. But we had only like a 12% market share, but our competitor had more than 60%. So both our sales and marketing teams are working aggressively to add more customers into the pipeline. But the biggest challenge was our legacy fragile IT systems. So the apps were not scalable and reliable to take additional volume into our network. And also frequent production issues impacted our package delivery metrics. And also it impacted our brand image. Some of the customers moved to our competitor. So at that time, the leadership was looking for a strong leader, right, who can come and bring the technology transformation. So I was handpicked by two of the VPs to bring the transformation here. So what I have done was, the first thing is I partnered with my business partners and understood what matters most to them. So I learned that my business partners was looking for only two things. Number one, increase the digital capacity by 2x. And then number two, increase the reliability of the apps, right? This is the basic expectation from any of the business partners, but our apps are not serving. So number two, with a clear understanding of my business partner's expectation, I partnered with my enterprise and also with upstream and downstream systems, built a technology strategy to make sure that we are delivering a highly scalable and reliable systems to my business partners. And then number three, Brendan, at that time, one of our strategic objective was to tap into enterprise foundation services rather than reinventing on our own. So I empowered my architects and also partnered with the express clearance entity within the FedEx because they built the solution. So we worked closely with them and built both interim and target state architecture. And also at that time, I influenced them to consider our ground requirements into their product roadmap, because it was a huge deal at that time, because I broke the silos within the organization and operated with one FedEx mindset 2 years ago, which we're talking one FedEx now, but I started thinking about that even at that time. So after the architecture is ready, I focused on building the right solution. So I partnered with enablement teams like cloud, architecture, DevOps, and started adapting the best practices and standards. My team started delivering the value, but we hit a roadblock of strangulating the logic from the legacy services and re-architecting it. So in order to solve that roadblock, I influenced my leadership, secured funding, and then created a partnership with the VMware vendor. They assisted us to build new solutions or modern solutions through evolutionary architecture, software craftsmanship practices, and also with the design thinking. So this is one of the large scale implementation, right? I faced a lot of challenges, but through collaboration and partnership, we completely modernized the critical systems that enabled our business to increase the market share from 12 to 20%, and through which we're achieving more than $25 million revenue year over year. And also from the reliability standpoint, we implemented like observability and monitoring and alerting techniques that improved our package delivery metrics from low 70s to higher 90s. So this is one of the modernization, right, through which I gained a lot of experience how to collaborate across the organization and also outside external vendors and the customs agency to modernize the system.